Okay, here we are back with part two. So I just finished the rising sign, the sun sign, and the moon sign, telling you a little bit about how you're made up. Now, when we talk about Geminis, we know that they are the twins. And I don't know if you're familiar with that, but they represent the twins. And so it's kind of like, the good twin and the bad twin, the Sybil kind of thing sometimes can be going on. You may feel at times very conflicted because, again, there's a part of you that's just, very free. And then this other part of you that can, can deal with emotions quickly, or feel anger quickly. And it's like there's not much of a period in between that you build up to. It's like all of a sudden everything's great to all of a sudden, wow, I'm really upset about whatever this is. So going back and forth between those poles of those two twins. And understanding your natal chart, what's so great about it is that so many times in life we spend so many years trying to go against who we are, figure out who we are, kill who we are, hate who we are. But when you start to understand that these were the qualities you were born with and to embrace them, and yes, we all have really positive sides and we all have those shadow sides that we deal with, every one of us. And so by embracing them, we can begin to understand how they work and laugh at ourselves just a little bit. Here's that other twin, and lighten up a little bit and understand that, these are just influences, how your mind works. The moment you were born, you were given certain gifts, qualities, characteristics from the universe. And we need everybody's gifts. But just knowing how to work with a Mercury and an air sign, which is Gemini, it's an air sign. So your mind goes very quickly. Let's get now down into, we're going to go over three more planets. The next three planets that make up who you are is Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Okay. Mercury, we talked about that a little bit, that rules Gemini and Virgo. Mercury is the planet of communication, how you communicate, how you communicate. So your Mercury is in Taurus. So you not only are a sun sign Taurus, you actually talk like a Taurus. And Tauruses are very deliberate. They're very strong. They're very clear. They're just good communicators. And they're just very confident. So that's a really good plus for you. So as things come out of your mouth, you're a caring person. You're strong-minded though, and that is part of who you are. You're very strong-minded, and people aren't going to sway you too much. If you believe in something, you believe in it wholeheartedly. But you're not just going to take anybody's opinion or advice. You're going to be selective because you have strong opinions. So that's good. Okay. So now we're going to go to Venus. Venus is your love sign. Venus is the sign of the things that you love, the things that you're attracted to. What attracts you? And actually, we have another Gemini here. You are attracted to Gemini type things. So again, Geminis are busy. They're going lots of different places. They like lots of different topics. They're kind of the jack of all trades. You would be attracted to men that can keep very good, stimulated intellectual conversations. You love to debate. Again, very good teacher. You'd be attracted to other teachers, that type of life. You want somebody that's stimulating in your life. You really get excited when you're having those kind of conversations, and you are, you're busy and you're doing lots of different things. So that, again, you've got another powerful influence of Gemini. Now we go to Mars, and guess what? We see again Gemini. So this is really telling me something very special about you. This is telling me that you are definitely gifted to be a broadcaster, as you are, to be doing exactly what you're doing, to be in any type of communication, teaching jobs. The difficult side that you're just going to have to realize is that you have so much energy coming in all the time. your mind must just go really more than 100 miles an hour. And so it's very important for you to learn how to stimulate and how to burn off some of this energy. What is going to work for you? I don't, know if you exercise still now in your life. I know you were very athletic as a teenager. And, it's so funny because, when you see a lot of Gemini and Taurus, you see top athletes. You actually have what I call a full house. And what I mean by that is putting your ascendant aside a minute, which is Scorpio. We talked about that, your outer persona. Your sun sign, moon sign, Gemini, Taurus, Venus, and Mars. Okay, there's 5. You have 2 Tauruses and 3 Geminis. So it's like a full house. Some people have a rainbow of different planetary influences. Now, I'm going to tell you a funny little story. Hope you like it, because you know that I do animal charts as well. And I did a whole series on racehorses to see if there was any common threads in our top winning awesome racehorses. And guess what they were? Taurus and Gemini, top racehorses, along with some Aries, which I'm not seeing too many Aries here, but you have 2 of the top planets that we see in our top racehorses. And so what does that tell me? It tells me you are just a star. You are athletic and powerful and full of competitive good energy. And it shows. It shows in what you're doing. And that's what's so exciting about getting to read someone's chart and then actually have observed their life a little bit, like we get to do through Facebook, and see that you are absolutely just a powerhouse. The hardest part for you is dealing with that Mercury, dealing with if you get out of control emotionally. So I'll just be kind of on a real honest side. Believe me, we all have charts, so I'm just being honest of what the things that you might deal with, and some to different degrees. But because we have this Scorpio rising, let me talk a little bit, and you know a little bit about Scorpio. So we know now why you are so attracted to other Scorpios, because you understand them and you're able to go to that level of intensity with another Scorpio. Scorpios are ruled by 2 planets. They're ruled by Mars, which is a warrior, the fastest action planet. So you have all this Mars energy here, along with this Venus and Mercury. So you're just loaded with a ton of energy to do anything with. But it also, so Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Now Pluto is a planet that comes in, and it's they call it the dark underworld, the ability to go to the depth of life. You may have experienced things in your life that nobody would believe. Very devastating things in relationships, family. Just whatever your history is. You've experienced things on a very, very deep level. But the beautiful thing about the Scorpio experience is it's all about death, birth, and regeneration. For as deep and dark sometimes as a Scorpio can go, they can also go to the highest levels of life. They're actually at some point, if they continue to evolve, are called the eagle. So they go from the snake, the scorpion, up to the eagle. Now, you're not a full-blown Scorpio. You have a part of you that has a Scorpio influence that you experience, but it can come off on your outer side. So sometimes you might be really, straight to the point with people. You might not, the other benefit or the other gift of Scorpios is, extremely discerning. You're very, very, very discerning. And nothing catches your eye. Scorpios are our top investigators. They are, our top surgeons, doctors, because they just have eagle eyes. And they're very discerning of people's intentions. So, you kind of look like over here, everything's great, you're having fun, Gemini, Taurus, loving life. But this other side of you, it's kind of like, it's like a tower or a wall of protection almost, I see, looking at your whole chart as I am right now. It's like God gave you something to protect all these beautiful gifts because you just could have been taken advantage of. And at the same time, you know, can be drawn to very intense relationships because, Scorpios know how to go to the depth. Um, so, again, attracting other Scorpios. The other issue about having that Scorpio influence is the ability to forgive. The ability to not carry around hurts is very difficult with that influence because of the fact that they love so deeply, and when they do love, they are so passionate. The ability to get over something can be very hard. So those are things you deal with, and yet at the same time, with 3 doses of Gemini, that's kind of a lighter side. Sometimes people think Geminis are superficial. And what I mean by that, not like even in a negative way, it's just that it's an air sign. So in some ways, they flutter about. They're like a little butterfly. They flutter and they social. They have a good time. But you've always got that little side of you, that Scorpio ascendant, that kind of really, gives you that depth. Okay, so we're going to take another break. I don't know how this is all going to work out in the parts. I'm experimenting with this a little bit. So I hope you like this. I don't know. I can see myself, and I'm getting all excited about talking like I'm talking to you. So we're going to take another little break, and I'm going to go into another section. Okay?